But I think what you were bringing up with Joey is a real good point, that a lot of people say, oh, I just want to sort of, they're kind of dabbling in the idea of improving themselves. And the real way to do it is you got to write down what the you want and then go after it, because otherwise you live in sort of a wishy-washy world. You know, if you decide I'm going to get down to bang, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run a marathon in less than 5 hours, I'm going to, you know, whatever the it is, you got to write that down and go for it. What I tell people is the best advice that I've ever heard, the best advice I ever came up with, is that live your life like you're the hero in your movie. And right now is when the movie starts and your life is a bag disaster, like every Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he wakes up and makes a blender full of pizza and ice cream, and that's what he, you know what I mean? Yeah. Those guys where they're like on the brink, they put in their mouth and they put it down because they see a photo of their daughter. Pretend that's you. Pretend you are, right now, you're in the part of the movie that starts and it shows you as a loser. And just decide not to be a loser anymore. Live your life like there's a documentary crew following you around and you are analyzing your own behavior. Do what you would want to do so that your kids one day would look back at it and see that documentary and look on it with pride, like, wow, my dad was a bad he really did what he had to do. Wow, my mom really got her together. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who f***s his life up and then gets it back together again story. Those are my favorite stories. And the way to do that, you gotta write it down. You gotta think that you are the hero in your own movie, and then you gotta sit down and you gotta write down. Write down what you need to do.
Most people play the role of the victim in the movie, right?
Sure. Yeah, this life is me over, man. I could have had this and I should have had that, and why does this guy get that, and why does that guy get this, and all things that are completely unrelated to you. Yeah. All things that you find other people's success as a downfall in your own existence. Instead of being inspired, instead of choosing to be positive, instead of like improving constantly on the direction of trying to achieve whatever the you have written down, you just sit around and spiral. You know, there's nothing more miserable than sitting around someone who's complaining all the time. It is one of the most annoying things ever. Everybody hates it when someone just sits around and they complain about their life and they don't do jack about it, and you tiptoe around it. You don't know what to say. Well, she gets upset when you bring that up. I don't want to bring that up, and you want to go, you crazy, you know what's wrong with your life. Stop announcing it to everybody else and go out and fix that.
And that's tough love.
Tough love is what everybody needs, absolutely. Me included. That's the only good thing about like on the internet. Sometimes they say things that's right. Yeah. Sometimes we'll say things to you on the internet about a show you did or a thing you said, or you know, oh, the joke you made on the podcast, you even think like that. And you know, a part of you is, but you feel bad if things are correct. You feel bad if someone nails you. You'll feel bad if you really did, if you didn't do anything wrong and someone acts like, it's just like they look like a crazy person. Like, but you have to be able to have that honest assessment of yourself, and the only way you can do that is you're taking account of yourself all day long. You're taking account. You're writing down what you need to do. You're doing it. You have a mindset that you want to maintain throughout the day. Don't let the world maintain your mindset. You choose what mindset that you are going to maintain, and I can do that for sure.
That's it.
That's how you got it. Words of wisdom by Joe Rogan.